Alright, welcome to the show. We are rolling into Stage 2 group ride, Tour du Zwift Stage 2 group ride, and this is the C group, which in this case is not by FTP but by distance, so this is a short race. There's ABC, long, medium, short. So I did the short one, Stage 1, and won it. It was pretty fun. So now we're doing Stage 2, and then this is the first time, so anyone watching, it's the first time I've ever done this, filming with a GoPro on Zwift. So we're seeing how it goes. But I just mounted, you can see it, the camera is swaying a little bit, and I just mounted, I wedged the camera in between my aero bars in the front of the bike, and it was just a random thing I figured out. It just popped right in there, and I just adjusted the wide angle to get it going. So anyway, the race has started. Like any good Zwift race, we started with a little pop, and then the group's kind of just finding its rhythm, because we all know, if we did our research, that this hill's coming up right around the corner, and the group's just kind of blobbing together, waiting to see what happens, and then here we are. So as we're editing here, I just did kind of jump edits to kill dead time, so I'm not just talking mindlessly forever. So we're midway up the climb, and the group is broken down into 4 people. The 4 of us are pushing 5 watts and above, and we're just slow and steady, slowly dropping the main group. We're 2 seconds back on the next guy. I'm there in 4th, 3rd and 4th, doing 4.3, and these other guys are doing like 4.6, 4.7. It's interesting because I can start guessing people's weights based on their FTP numbers and how fast they're going on the uphills or the downhills. And as predicted, I'm going to come over the top here. I'm pushing strong over the top to get a little rest right here. But as I go throughout, like I can coast, and I'll be doing like 3.5 watts in the front, and the guys will be doing 4.7 behind me. And we're going the same speed, and I'm breaking wind, which leads me to believe that because I weigh 200 pounds, I'm like, these guys probably weigh 150 pounds, 120. As it turns out, one of them was like 120 pounds, 59 kilograms. Anyway, pushing up the second climb here, staying in the group of 4, and the group of 4 now is kind of cohesive, but these guys, Freitas and Pisai, are kind of leading the charge, and Anderson's tagging along on 4th. I predicted he was going to break first, and I shouldn't say he broke first, but we both broke together as we come up around this corner, but we haven't gotten there yet. I'm giving away the storyline. Pushing up the hills, and I'm just trying to stay with these guys, because I know I can rest, and I don't know, I'm assuming these are A riders at this point, as they are crushing some watts. And my audio, as you can see, I'm turning it up and down as we went. I missed this clip, I guess. It's kind of loud audio. Hear me panting. I hope you can hear me go for a complete rest as the bike stops spinning. I'm like, dear God, I think I'm taking a drink of 7-Up, some water, because then you got this poppy push here. Like, holy shit, we're still going. So I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, we're only 8 minutes into the race, and I predicted it was going to be 40 or so. And I'm just trying to stay with these guys, and I know some poppy climbs are coming, and you just never know who's going to break first. They don't know who I am, and I don't know who they are, so we're kind of each taking turns trying to, crack the code, see if they can break. I'm doing a little push here, and they keep hanging on. I'm like, well, they're not breaking yet. And then actually when they come up, anyway, they came up and passed me there, so I knew they weren't giving up without a fight. 10 minutes into the race, I think we ended up around 40. I predicted around 40, I think it was 43, so I'm kind of editing as we go. I'm just trying to soft pedal, rest when I can. Look at me, I'm doing 2.2 and they're doing 3.8, 3.7. Then we go, oh, here's the climb. So this is where it all blows apart. We're going for it. There I am, 5.1. Freitas is 5.8, 6.1, 6.0. I'm 5.3. They're doing 5.5, 5.3. I'm hanging. Like, oh, how long is this going to hang? And I can see Anderson's doing 5.1. I'm like, oh, someone's going to crack. And this is where I cracked. Look, Anderson's a second back. That guy's still doing 5.7. I'm down 5.1, and they're slipping away. I'm trying to hang on valiantly. Look, pushing almost 500 watts. Trying to catch them. But look, now they're doing 5.7, and I'm down to 5.46. Like, dear God. And I can tell they're getting away at this point. Anderson's 4 seconds back. So now I'm trying to stay ahead of him. You know, top 3 would be great. So I'm like, okay, he snapped a bit. I'm hanging in there. I still felt all right, but they were just going faster. I couldn't go any faster. Look, they're doing 5.0 pulling away. I'm at 3.8. Anderson's at 3.7 at 7 seconds. Oh, here we go, time lapse. So for next 16 minutes or 20 minutes, I was by myself. I slowly pulled ahead of Anderson, kept putting time on him consistently, but I kept staying 15, 20 seconds back on Freitas. It was a 1-2-3. Psyops pulled away to the lead. Freitas was in second. I was in third, and we held these positions until right this second when I finally saw I was at 7 seconds on Freitas. I was like, holy shit, this is the second lap. Look, I'm pushing 450 trying to catch him, and he's like, where'd this guy come from? He's doing P-size like 50 seconds up. The numbers are saying I'm 6 seconds on Freitas, but I can see him right there. He's doing 5.7 to 5.0, so he sees me, basically, he sees me blowing trying to catch him. And then he kept having juice, and he would pull away. So I was like, ah, shit, he knows. He knew he could get away, and there he got away again. We're playing cat and mouse. I'm like chasing him, because I'm trying to stay on him. Look, he's 14. He's pulling away. He's like, fuck you. I'm at 3.8, just like, dear God. And Anderson's back now. He's 2 minutes back now. We came in here. Oh, final mile of the race. Here's Freitas. I saw him on the turn. And there he is on this hill, and I was like, God, I'm going to crush it. I'm trying to crack him. He's at 5.3. I've jumped to 5.7. I'm pushing almost 500 again. He sees me coming. I got him to 7 seconds. And he pulls away again. I'm like, oh my God. And we're at 0.9 mile. 5. And he just he's at 6.0 right now. He pulls away. I'm like, oh, and I'm 4.9. I'm like, oh God. He knows I'm coming, and he's trying to he's getting away easily. It's the point of the story. So I give up again. You can hear me downshift. I'm like, clunk, like, all right. I knew I had one last hill. I got one more hill. We're coming in the finish. I was tired. I wasn't completely on death's door necessarily, but I knew I had this one last hill, and I was like, if this is going to be the heroic, slow twitch victory of all time, this will be it. What would they think of me if I gave up now? So I see him. There he is right there, and I know we've got this last punchy climb. And I'm just going to let this run all the way in there, because I'm breathing. I'm thinking. I was like, oh God. And he's at 4.0. I'm at 4.0, and I'm like, oh, he's at 4.2. He knows I'm there. I'm like right there with these last weird turns through downtown. I think we come up to this turn, and it's a right-hand climb. There he is. He's right there. Look how close. The computer says 4 seconds. I mean, we're at 0.4. We're less than a half mile to finish. Now I've got to get him. This is the chance. There he is. Look how close he is. So I'm like he's up to 6. He's like 5.7, 6. I'm at 5. And then he's just like, look, I got down to 2 seconds on him. I think right here is 2 seconds, somewhere in there. 4 seconds, and he's like, no, sorry. 6 at 7. He goes up to 7.0, 7.1, and he's like, see you later. And I knew that was it. Quarter mile. How was the bike race? So close to catching that guy. God dang it, that was epic. I sat in third, and he was 20 seconds back the whole time for like half an hour. Or I was 20 seconds, and I kept kind of catching him. I got up to 4 seconds on him. No avail. Hit the subscribe button below.